Okay, so it is October 29th and it is 6:45 a.m. Got my lovely fire going. I've decided that's my treat. Every time I get up early before anyone else, then I am to treat myself to a nice fire in the morning. Been thinking a lot about this book I'm reading. 12 Rules of Life by Jordan Peterson. I haven't finished. I'm halfway through. I think I'm on, yeah, no, yes, no, maybe. My goodness. I'm on rule 6 now. Set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world. Trying to do that. I haven't read the chapter fully, but that is definitely something I'm trying to do more of, especially with social media. I downloaded an app yesterday and realized how much time I actually spent on social media, which is scary as hell. Can't believe that's like, I feel like I've wasted. It was one of the reasons why I quit smoking. I'm a homeschooler, and over 3 years ago, I used to be a smoker. And then I was in the kitchen and I was rolling up a cigarette, and I realized how much time I spent in the kitchen or in the garden if it was really, really cold and absolutely pouring it down in rain. So my kids would spend their day in the front room doing their schooling, and I would be up every now and then going into the kitchen. I would roll a cigarette, I would smoke the cigarette, and then I would probably be drinking the coffee. So I'd finish the coffee while I was in the kitchen. Now I'd go in the front room. And it worked out so much time I would spend like smoking in the kitchen. Now I have a vape. I don't even have nicotine in my vape. It's literally just for the effect of feeling like I smoke. I smoked since I was 11 years old, due to peer pressure. Thank you, Jamie and Stacey, for getting me into cigarettes. Anyway, so I spent so much time. I was like, no, I'd rather spend the time with my children, and it worked out cheaper to be on a vape and stuff. Even if I got a really good vape, it still worked out really cheap. So I'm really, really proud of myself. And I haven't smoked since. And my partner, he hates smokers, doesn't like the smell or anything. So that definitely stops me from smoking. Where was I? Oh, yes, the original thought. So the same with social media. When I see how much time I am wasting on social media, I'm just not happy with that. And most of it is me criticizing other people. And who am I to criticize? Or not having my say on big topics that are trending on social media. It's there to keep you logged in there, isn't it? And I don't like it. So hopefully this new app will help. I've really enjoyed his book so far. As I said, I've not finished all the way through. I'm on rule 6. So I've done stand up straight with your shoulders back. I painted a little sign for that and put that on my wall. I'm going to paint all of these rules, and I'm going to have them going up my stairs. I love painting, so that's definitely going to be something I do. Um, yeah, that was the first thing I started doing, and I started standing straight and not looking down on the floor and just being aware of the things around me for once. And oh my goodness, I have such a fascination over the sky now, like how big it is and blue and the different clouds. I want to get into learning all the different types of clouds so I can see when I can name them and say how that cloud was formed and stuff. And I'm very, very excited. I don't know. I really like these rules. I feel like they're very calming. They're practical. They're like common sense, but you've forgotten about them somehow. People in general and civilization forgot these simple rules, and he's kindly put them in a book in a way that everyone can understand. So I'm really, really happy I found this book. It's a lot better, sometimes I feel, than watching his videos. Don't get me wrong, I love watching his videos, but as I said, I'm coming off social media. So reading this book is lovely, and I will save up for his big book, but last time I saw it was quite on the expensive side, so I'm going to save up for that book. I think I have two of his books, one that he wrote with someone else. There it is. And then his second one, treat yourself like you're someone you're responsible for helping. started doing that a lot more, just taking care of myself, just simple things. I always think, oh, I'll do that later. No, you're meant to be doing it now. And this could be just like making sure I get my facial done, like all these products I bought for my face and everything. Just simple things, just making sure I'm happy and making sure I'm content in life. And if I'm not, let's change it around. Make friends with people who want the best for you. This is why I have 12 friends on my Facebook. I'm about to drop one of them because I added her to my new Facebook. I've messaged her and she's just not replied and she's just there, and I feel like she's like a little person having a view into my life with no interaction. I don't like that. If you are on my Facebook and I'm trying to interact with you, you better talk back, otherwise you're coming off it. Don't want strangers, or she's not a stranger. She was a good friend of mine. And so I realised that it was a one-way street and wasn't I didn't like that. So I distanced I kind of dropped her. But I thought I would see how she was doing, and I think I know she's well now, and I think if that's all I needed, well, now it's time to come away from her. I guess not everyone's meant to be in your life, and sometimes just to have someone around because you've known them for a while isn't good either. Compare yourself with who you were yesterday, not with who someone else is today. I used to do this a lot, especially with oh my goodness, I used to do this with important people. I would always criticize myself. Oh, I'm not smart enough to do that. Or they had to go to really important schools to learn this, or they've done amazing. They've had 8 children and had a career, and I don't know, even with celebrities, I always thought I was very dumb before. I don't know why I thought I was dumb, but compared to all these amazing people that have done amazing things, I always had a very low opinion of myself. I've stopped that now. I realise that anyone can be smart if they put the effort into it, into learning and being open minded and dropping belief systems and stuff. Um, I think I had a lot of belief systems and I think they boxed me in. So what now I'm very open to what people say to me and what I read, and I will agree with it or I won't agree with it, or I'll look a little bit more into it or not. Like at the beginning of the summer when there was loads of people saying 100,000 children were going missing, and I thought, wow, that's a big number. These people must have done their research. They must be smart, and for me to even criticize them makes me dumb. But then I did my own research and I realized that they weren't being truthful and they hadn't done the research. So I'm grateful that I actually take more effort into what I'm looking into and what I'm going for. As I said, if you have a belief system, I think it locks you in. I have one very good strong belief system, and that is consciousness. But I won't get into that. Next one, 5. Do not let your children do anything that makes you dislike them. I believe this one quite hard, but I've got 3 and I've got 2 stepchildren. My eldest is 16 and has quite a few bad habits that I very much dislike and which I'm trying to change for the better. And I have a 10-year-old son who who I believe is doing remarkably well with his education and overall things, and he's listens and he's very good. And I have a 1-year-old who's just amazing, very strong-headed. If he wants something, he knows he wants it, and he won't let that subject go ever, not even if it's 2 days later, and no matter how many times you've said no and flicked his hand, he still wants to go and touch it, and he'll look at you and then he'll just touch it. And I'm like, okay, you're going to be a difficult child growing up. I can tell, but I love it, and it'll be a lovely challenge. All my children are lovely and challenging in a way, and that's what they're there for. But as I said, I'm very grateful for this book. It really does bring me to be more of a positive person every day of my life. I hope it carries on bringing me into more of a positive person. And I'm grateful for Jordan Peterson for making this book. I know he's had a difficult time at the moment, and he's had time off for illnesses, and it makes me so glad that he's feeling well enough to start doing his lectures again. I will 100% be getting my children to watch his videos and have a more understanding of what he's teaching, because I believe that he is teaching very important things for life and for people to understand life. And I believe that, I have to stop saying that. That's one of my rules in my head. I will not say I believe, because you're making it a belief system. How would I put it? I would like it if they were to teach these in schools, in mainstream schools, his books, because from what I see, children need these types of rules and understanding in life. Without them, life can be very hard, and a lot of people are not very equipped anymore to know how to deal with these kind of things. And that's it for today. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. It's kind of just a thank you for this book kind of thing, and how much it's approved. Hopefully I'll read some more today and give an update on this book even more.